One, and we're live. Hello, I'm Anavultus, and welcome to another episode of our amazing podcast with my co-host here.
Hello, everybody. I'm your host, as always, the Sussmaster himself, Motherfessy. Luckily, I am not dead yet, even though some of you might have noticed that the funeral was the other week. You know what I'm saying? It was last week.
Well,
But,
actually, I'll have to break the news to you. I think you are actually dead. What happened was I tried to get the ultra surprise on by visiting you in your home, and you happened to just be walking out on the street, and you accidentally bumped into me. But unfortunately, my damage reflection level is 1 milliard. So by just bumping into me slightly, you accidentally died. So that's how you died,
sounds like
unfortunately.
an accurate response. Let's be real. I would not be surprised because usually that is what happens to me in the street. It really does go one of two ways. Either I die or I kill someone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
yeah,
But luckily, I'm not dead on the inside. You know, it's always better to be dead on the outside than alive on the inside because it's a hell of a lot better than the other way around.
yeah. Just make sure no one pulls the plug
On life support or on that susness? Which one?
on life support, man. Yeah. So anyway, I watched an amazing anime lately. It's Lodos to Senki. Do you want to hear about it?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. It's a classic fantasy anime from 1990, so it's probably older than you are. Just to let you
I
know.
mean, it depends. What month, my boy? Because I am in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like that is the year I was
1990.
born. So, like,
Yeah.
depends. What
Um,
time?
I'm gonna say older than you, and
Hmm. All right. Wait,
okay,
1999 or 1990s? Because that's actually where I'm confused.
1990,
Oh, I thought you said
1990.
1999. No, okay, yeah, it is older. It
Yeah,
is older, but only by a couple of years, not too much.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I know
still
it's
legal. It's still legal.
still
That's the
legal.
important part.
Oh my goodness. No, it's a fantasy anime, and it's this big story about a young man who goes out to become a knight and to fight in this great war between good and evil. And it's got elves, okay? It's
Of
got,
course, it does.
yeah, and it's got dwarves, and it's got dragons, and it had very good animation, very detailed animation. I really appreciated that. It also had very good music choices. So I
What
think,
the fuck?
yeah, what?
God, nah. You see, I was playing a match of, well, not Hearthstone, but it's a similar thing, and my opponent just took 30 damage. Like, he literally gave me 30 damage. How do you do that when the max health is 30? God damn, motherfucker. All right, fine. Continue with the music. Does it have Gucci Gang?
It
That
does
that
not
is the
have
quote.
Gucci Gang, and I'm happy it does not have Gucci Gang. I don't think it would be very stylistically
Culturally appropriate?
and tonally and culturally appropriate. Um, Also, I don't think that's existed in the year 1990. So,
That's actually a
unfortunately,
good thing, thank God.
you can't put that in there. But overall, the story, although it might not be the deepest story, it has a very classic fantasy feel to it. A little bit of romance in there, but not hard on the heavy romance as a lot of things have
Thank
nowadays.
God, man. They've been overdoing it with the romance, especially with the gay romance, man. They've been doing too much.
Yeah, explain to me. Have you seen any gay romance in your anime lately?
Yes, nigga, obviously. Of course. What do you think I'm doing on the damn weekends?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been watching some anime.
yeah.
I've been
You've been
watching some anime.
watching what, Yuri on Ice?
Yes, I've actually did, and I
Yeah,
finished it like halfway through. When they gave him the ring, I was like, "Nope, I'm out." Right after that, I was out. Like I dipped and immediately never watched it again.
yeah.
Uh,
Well,
yeah, they were doing too much. They were doing too much.
I haven't
Uh,
watched it. I'm not into ice skating that much or other things associated with that show.
you know what's funny about that?
Yeah,
Every sport I ever played, I watched an anime about it first. Like
yeah,
that's real. Like I literally watched an anime about the sport, got hyped up, and then tried it myself. Of course, I took massive L's, but at the very least, I got
yeah,
intrigued in most sports. You know, it's better than just being addicted to one.
yeah. I, on the
And
other
I,
hand,
I actually,
yeah,
uh, actually wanted to watch the newer anime, the one that's called "Running Like the Wind," I think, the one about a bunch of high schoolers, I think, right?
yeah,
Who wanted to, of course, do the thing that most high schoolers who are in college and also have that broke life, you know what I'm saying? Where they want to live together because rent is too much in the suburbs. So they all signed up to one room. But the thing is, they all signed up to, I think, a Japanese race, like a Japanese version of the Olympics, or I guess the tournament thing, where you got to haul ass, you know what I'm saying?
you got a haul,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, it was funny, mainly because it reminded me of something that me and my homies did sometimes, where we accidentally joined different shit without realizing it, mainly because we were, didn't want to pay too much rent, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And the funny thing about it is that all of them have a reason to do it, and also, like, the incisiveness to win, you know what I'm saying? Like, originally, none of them gave a shit because they're like, it's running in a tournament. We can join, but we aren't looking to win. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then over time, they developed like emotional attachments to running, so they connected it to their emotional background and stuff like that. It was very entertaining.
Yeah, I used to run in races uh, back in the day in the old Italian countryside. It's a nice place to run, but good times. So next week you can expect me to drop a hot review of Attack on Titan season 3, since that's what I'm watching this week. So there you go. Lovely.
Season 3
Yeah, the third season.
took them a while to get season 2. I guess they just were like, instead of making season 2 early on, we'll just wait 10 years and make season 2 and 3 at the same year. Well, that's good to know. At least we get more
Yeah,
content.
but I'm gonna tell you, so far the animation is top quality, and that's really one of the reasons why people like Attack on Titan. It's because of the amazing animation that you can get, and that's pretty good. So the fluid movement of the omnidirectional maneuvering gear, that's uh,
Yeah, that's
good.
actually pretty good gear, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
it
wanted to
allows
try
for
it in real life. Turns out that isn't such a good idea, but yeah. I
yeah
almost
it
killed
is.
myself, but yeah, it worked. It worked pretty nicely, to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably a lot harder to use than they actually show in the show, but there you go. Life finds a way, as a certain Jeff Goldblum once said.
Yep, obscure references.
Yeah, although he wasn't the one who first said it, but it was Michael Jackson, in fact, believe it or not. Um,
Oh, I believe it.
yeah,
I believe it.
Michael Jackson, of course, married the daughter of Elvis.
That's weird.
It's true.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it, I guess.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's a true fact.
Facts of
Yeah.
life.
So that's what Elvis is all about. He's an amazing rock and roll artist. He's got a great voice, great range. That's always something people talk about Elvis. Man, that guy, he's got such an amazing range. And you know what? I like a good range in my singing. It's very good to have.
God damn it. Too much spam, man. Too much spam.
Spam?
Uh, yeah, these niggas. Whenever you play ranked, you kind of die a little bit on the inside. At least for me, because the more I watch it, the more I think these niggas have nothing better to do in their lives than to
Yeah.
just win. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally do anything to win these matches, and it's kind of sad to be
So,
honest.
so what's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, me? Of course, you gotta go with that Eevee, Pikachu, and maybe Mewtwo. You know what I'm saying? Like not
Yeah,
not Mewtwo, just the original Mew,
Mew.
because cuteness,
Yeah,
obviously. And also, when I mean Eevee, I mean literally all 100 evolutions, like the original and all 100 evolutions. Let's be real.
yeah,
Because why not? You know what I'm saying? Get a pet that has so many variations of personalities and attributes that you'll never get really bored. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Do you
Plus,
like?
Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee just came out a little while ago, so obviously.
Yeah. What about Raichu?
Oh, Raichu, yeah, yeah, he's cool, I guess, but I do love the more Alola version of Pikachu, to be honest, and Raichu.
Yeah,
More accurately, the durableness is, of course, the reason why.
yeah. Do you like Licky Tongue?
Who's that?
No, it's another Pokemon.
Uh,
It's got a
I haven't played
big
that
tongue.
much Pokemon. I only ever played the original, and then I immediately stopped playing every Pokemon game ever.
Yeah, I've never actually played a Pokemon game.
Same,
Yeah,
same. Actually, it's just as soon as I started my channel, I was like, you know what? I have an idea. I spent 19 years not playing any of the games that I saw every other YouTuber play. I have a cool idea. Let's just hack the shit out of every game I ever wanted to play and get it for free.
yeah,
Because, that broke life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I legit just couldn't afford the games. It's not like they weren't here. It's just your boy couldn't afford it. So I was like, you know what? I have a better idea. Just hack the shit out of it.
yeah. I've always been PC from day one. Uh, the only kid on the block that didn't have any gaming console or mobile game device. I just had PC, and you know what? It's been that way ever since.
The PC Master Race is getting real.
Yeah, PC Master Race. Don't talk to me about that Mac nonsense. That's
What, you mean the Max? Nah, that's disrespectful, man. The Max, they're the real sus masters over here, man. They're the ones that are all about the dick sucking. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real,
whoa.
especially with EA. Like I don't trust any of their bullshit games, like The Sims and all that with Origin on Mac. Nope, nope. I would
The
shoot
Sims.
myself before I play that.
Yeah. Do you like The Sims?
The Sims, not really, but kind of. I
Yeah.
guess I like life simulators, but not the farm
Yeah.
simulator or a walking simulator or whatever the simulator games are nowadays. I don't like those because they're just ways to simulate things that you can't do in real life, or you can but are just too lazy to do it, so you virtually do it, which I always found weird because I'm like, I play games because I can't do this shit in real life yet. That's
Yet.
the keyword, yet. And I'm saying, like, I haven't fought
Yeah.
dragons, I haven't met thick females, any thick females yet, but it will happen
Yeah.
eventually. Eventually.
Yeah. Just to let everyone know about the things that you can't do yet. I'm pretty sure if you played Hearts of Iron, which is a World War II simulator, you would probably play as Germany.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Well, you talk to me about things you can't do quite yet, and that really sounds like the things you might want to do.
I mean, it depends what did they do in World War II or whatever world simulator. Oh, man, you're a dying man. You're a dying
Oh no,
straight up.
I'm sorry. That I was just being very edgy. Just
Yeah,
then.
that's what it
Yeah,
is.
I accused you of secretly wanting to commit genocide.
I mean, that seems like a logical thing to say because sometimes I really be doing some sus.
Yeah,
But here's the thing. Remember, half of it is just the bounce. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
yeah,
getting it up. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I will commit actions, not genocidal actions, but I will commit actions. It just depends on the
yeah,
situation. You know what I'm saying? The susness kind of grows, and when it gets to max, that's when you start pulling your pants up and getting serious.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And as everyone should know, City Skylines is obviously the better alternative to SimCity.
I mean, that sounds like just a fact at this point, but
It is a
okay.
fact.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how the cookie crumbles, lads. You got to crumble the cookie. You got to crumble it right. What you do is you take the cookie, okay, you crumble it, and you may ask, what's in the cookie? And there's a lot of options here. You could have some chocolate. You could have some white chocolate. You could have some raisins. Yeah, you know, you like some raisin cookies every once in a while. You could have some oats
I,
in the
I do
cookie.
like some raisin cookies
Yeah,
from time to time.
yeah.
Not all the time, but definitely sometimes.
Do you like dates in your cookies?
What do you mean dates in my
It
cookies?
Yeah, dates. It's a fruit. The date. It comes on a palm tree.
Huh. Never heard of it before, but okay.
Yeah. Okay. You can put some couscous in your cookie if you want.
That would probably taste good, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It
I
might
want.
taste good.
Yeah.
I might try that. I might try that.
Yeah.
I might kill myself, but I might also try that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to cook that. It might kill me because salmonella or something like that, but I don't know. It might work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm not dead by the end of it, then I will tell the story.
Yeah. I never liked the concept of eating raw cookie dough. It's
Yeah. Wait. Why would you do that to
it's
begin with?
something some people do. They take cookie dough and instead of baking it into cookies and eating it, they eat it raw. But the problem is that you can get salmonella and various diseases if you eat
Like
it raw.
what? God, this is that situation, right?
Yeah.
Where I am not surprised, but I hate myself because of it. I'm like, exactly how retarded can people get before I start actually being surprised by their actions? Because at this point, I am not surprised.
Well,
Like, I'm
some
legit
some
not
people like
surprised at
to
this point.
some people like to eat poop. So
And okay, that is understandable.
it
It
is.
might be gay, but that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? It's sus, and it is, but it's at least understandable that sometimes you would try that, but not really at this point. Because god damn, like at the same time, what the fuck?
But let me just tell everyone out there that if you actually want to eat poop, that's a tremendous health risk that you're putting yourself under.
Yeah, your dog might want it, but not you.
No, don't even give it to your dog. You could
No,
die
I
if
don't
you
give
eat
it
it.
to dogs. It's just
You could
sometimes they eat their
get
own poop.
very
You know what I'm
sick.
saying? Like it's very weird, but okay.
It's an easy way to get extremely sick is to eat your own poop. Trust
Yeah,
me,
you
I
might
know.
be immune to your own body, but not to that extent.
Yeah. Well, it's because you have, I think it's about, and there's different numbers on this, about a third of poop is made of microorganisms. So
A
it's
third of it,
a third
not
of
too
it.
much of it, just a third.
A third of it
Okay.
is
Yeah.
made of microorganisms, and that's various bacteria and fungi, and maybe you've got some worms in there as well. Well, those aren't microorganisms, but um, a third of it is made of various things that are not human and not food processing output. So if you eat that, it's all that bacteria coming back into your body, and you might have something like Escherichia coli or something else that can kill you if it's not inside of your intestine. If it gets somewhere else in your body, it can kill you.
Yeah,
Um,
it's one of those situations where it's like weird flex, but okay.
yeah,
Like
weird
when
flex. Yeah,
someone says they can eat their own poop, I was like weird flex, but okay.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
so I, that's why eating poop is extremely unhealthy. Um,
I mean, here's the funny thing about those situations. A lot of them are what I like to call normal life situations where they're like, you're not surprised they exist, but at the same time, it's common sense. But again, just like drunk high schoolers, they don't apply half of what they know to what they're doing, you know?
yeah,
Which is understandable, but still stupid, you know what I'm saying? Like, half of it is justified, the other half is just, well, spaghetti spionatus. That's really all there is to it.
yeah. So,
I wouldn't be surprised if that was their medical condition, you know?
you like spaghetti?
I love me some spaghetti. It depends on which type, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you like to put on your spaghetti?
Um, um, prefer not to answer. How about that for a word, I
Okay.
guess?
You like a tomato-based sauce on your spaghetti?
Tomato-based sauce. Like, what do you mean by tomato-based, nigga? Like,
Well, it's any sauce that has tomato in it. You could have some bolognese sauce. You could have some marinara if it has the sea creatures in it. You can have
sea creatures in your spaghetti?
yeah, some people do that.
I would love to visit some of them niggas. I'm like, yo, give me some of your secrets.
Yeah. Well, I once was at a restaurant in Marina di Ravenna in Italy, and I had some spaghetti um, marinara, and they had little sea creatures in the spaghetti, and there you go. That's
Was
what it
it
is.
Nemo? Was it Nemo?
No, it wasn't fish. It was clams and things like that. But yeah, but
That does sound like an interesting recipe. I might get some of that.
yeah, I generally don't like mollusks anyway, so it's not really my thing.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give up on playing any ranked games for life because I'm just getting raped right here. Literally, what it is.
You're
Because
getting
rather than
raped.
just straight up, because rather than just like losing this fight, he's drilling the shit out of my characters, like straight up drills. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it sounds sus, and it really is, but yeah, at this point, I'm not surprised, man. He is pulling out all of the traps,
yeah. Do you have
not
a?
even the good kind.
Oh wait, what's a good kind of trap, man?
Damn it, I almost said prefer not to answer again. The good kind of traps, like the lolly kind. Don't quote me on that, but you know what I mean.
Uh, wait. So you're saying that you like lolly traps?
There it is. Nope, not. That's why I said don't quote me on it. Nigga. Nah, I'm referring to anime. You know,
Anime.
like where sometimes they give you the traps that you did not expect exist, but do anyway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I mean by the good kind of trap. The one you
Yeah.
don't expect, the actual trap. But nah, this time it's just being sus.
So let me ask you a question here, and this is a very famous and important question. Are traps gay?
Oh yes. Wait. By the way, I didn't answer it. I was like, yes, the infamous question. No, traps aren't gay.
Oh,
No, I don't think they are, at the very least. Because I mean, if it's consensual on both sides, then no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
you knew there were a trap. You didn't give a shit like your boy does. You know, I don't give a shit. So yeah, nothing really bad happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think if you knew, then it is gay.
depends on what type we're talking here.
Yeah, I guess it does. I guess it does.
Okay, good. Looks like I'm drilling my opponent. Not sexually, I promise.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a
yeah.
giga drill.
Not really.
No, so
Looks like I screwed him over. Thank God, by the way.
screwed him
Uh,
and drilled him.
yep. Just drill his cheeks, nigga.
So
Just drill them cheeks.
next you're gonna tell him you sawed him. It's a big circular saw. Bring it down.
Like in the Saw movies.
Why not? Yeah, Saw. I don't watch those movies, but you know what? I know what
Yeah,
happens.
I don't either because here's the thing with the Saw movies to me. If it happened in real life, right, I would just win immediately, or I would just kill the puppet man to begin with. Like I would just murk him first. You know what I'm saying? Because
After,
those follow a lot like a movie. Well, it is a movie, but like the way the characters interact, it follows a lot like a scripted bullshit movie. So you could predict most of the outcomes. So what I would do with that situation is call bullshit and then immediately murk the clown nigga. Like it's just
you,
an accurate
you
representation.
do know the puppet is just a puppet in the movies.
Oh yeah, I know who the guy is. The one who was, I think, leukemia or something that was diagnosed with. Wanted people to see if they are, like what was the word? They preserve their life. I guess. Yeah, I know. I know it's just a puppet, but I still destroy its cheeks. You know, no harm,
Okay.
no foul. You know what I'm saying? Like no
Not that
harm,
that's
no
gonna
foul.
change anything in this situation.
Yeah, don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. Mm.
And that's How I Met Your Mother.
What? What?
No,
What reference was
that,
that?
no, that's a reference to some show that I've never watched.
That you've never watched
Yeah,
ever?
ever,
Just a
not even
random
once.
reference.
Yeah, not even once.
Yep,
Yeah, it's
not even once.
not even once. Yeah, I've probably watched more of Bonanza than I watched of that show. Uh,
God, okay. Looks like my opponent drilled me back because he
he
pulled a
drilled you
trap
back.
card.
He
Yeah,
pulled the trap
apparently you can
card.
pull trap cards like in Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, he just did that bullshit where he's like, you know what I'll do? I'll just murk all your cards all at once. Just like you do. Whenever we play the Warframe game, you always just nuke the entire screen.
Yeah, I
Which
do.
which is understandable if it's a one-use card. But no, these niggas got 50 of them in their deck. How?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I
I
swear to God, they're
activate
cheating.
my trap card.
I swear to God, they're cheating. Look. I
Monster Reborn.
like this
uh,
nigga is actually drilling me on purpose. I got
yeah,
1 health point. He got 7 niggas. All 5 attack. He's just gonna boost him to 10 attack instead. Yep, definitely getting drilled. God
yeah,
damn it. I'm never
yeah.
playing ranked. I swear to God, I'm never playing it again. Unless it's in a live stream. But besides that, never again.
You're gonna accidentally go to the ranked on live stream, and you're gonna beat the number one in the world.
I wish. No. Now, what I was referring to, right, was making live streams, and I'm going to make some in the future
Yeah,
where I'm going to make a live stream let's play, and I'll just play ranked one time for the fans, and that's it.
one time, just once, just this
Once
once.
every live stream, one time, 5 minutes, one match, you know. I'll give
Yeah,
him one match every time, but that's it.
one
After that, I won't
match.
give him anything in. Yep. One shot, one kill. That's all we ever need.
Yeah. Well, you might need a second funeral after that, but okay.
So that's probably an accurate statement. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yep, okay, that happened. Fuck! Like, okay, so here's the thing. I'm playing a different version of Ranked, where you get to, it's kind of like Warframe, where you pick your cards and then you play. Except the difference is, right, guess what I have?
What?
I got literally every card that are used on me. Literally every single one. What the fuck? I'm getting like all the 7 level, 8 level cards. Okay, now I'm gonna drill someone on purpose. Okay, I'm gonna drill
Okay.
someone right now, nigga.
What if that
All right.
person has the exact cards that counter your cards?
Then at this point, just like before, they showed me why they play ranked, and I was like, okay, respectable. Have a nice day, and then I either go kill myself or I leave and never come back.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you know that this isn't your world, nigga. You dip and never come back.
Yeah, this isn't your world. This is my world.
Yeah, that's the ranked universe. The one
I'm
that's just like Dragon Ball Z Super's universe, where everybody drills everyone. And unless you're going to put up with it, then you're fucked.
yeah. I am the man.
With the plan or what?
The man. I am the man. And you know, you think you can beat the man? Do you think you can be the man to beat the man? Those are all big questions. Not as big as the questions that I had in my famous series Big Questions, but they're still big questions. Uh,
Wait, you had a series called Big Questions?
yes, I did.
What was it about? Just random questions you asked the viewers?
Um, no, it's asking big uh, philosophical questions and interesting questions. For example, I had
For example,
a mini series. Okay, and this is gonna trigger some people. I had a mini series where I asked the question, "Are Jews black?"
depends on whose perspective it is, in my opinion at least.
And that was in response to there's a group in the U.S. called the Hebrew Israelites, and
What the fuck are those?
okay, and they
Like
believe
sounds like you get Indian people, Islamic people, and blacks, and mix them all together, and you get that name, I guess. Please explain.
okay, they believe that sometime in ancient times the ancient Jews moved to Africa and that they were black.
Ancient Jews, not Jews, just the ancient Jew. What the are those?
Well,
Like,
they're the Jews in ancient times.
okay, at least that's
They
self-explanatory.
believe
And
that they moved to Africa and that
yeah,
then when they were in Africa, they were enslaved and brought over to the Americas.
like black people.
Yeah, they believe so. They believe that the blacks in the U.S. are the real Jews, and that the Jews in Israel are fake Jews.
How the fuck are you a fake Jew, nigga? What type of standards do these retards have? Okay. I'm not gonna go on a
Yeah.
rant because the more I think about it, the more I think this is just
So
retarded. But
I had
okay,
seen a video that they had made, and I point by point critiqued all the points they made in support of their argument. Um,
so you supported them or
I went
doxed them? Which
against
one?
them because
Oh, okay. All right,
as
just
someone
making
who's
sure.
interested in history and who studies history a lot, I know that they are wrong and that the only people who are that have maybe some remote relation to the Jews in Africa are some people in Ethiopia because there was actually a Jewish population there, but these people, most of the people that became slaves were from Western Africa, so there's no relation at all with the Jews there.
Okay,
Yeah,
interesting story, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yep.
So what they believe is that in the Caucasus area, there
Okay,
once
what is that name?
okay,
No, I swear to God, half of these are made up. All right,
okay.
what is that
So
name?
do you know where Arabia is?
Uh, I think it's like just outside of our country in the desert area. Is it not? Wait,
No,
that up, that up.
no.
Okay, you can tell me. You can tell me.
Okay, so you do you know where Egypt is?
Um, damn it. No, I don't think
Okay,
I know. I might have forgot. A lot of
okay,
it just kind of slips my mind
okay.
when I
I
have to
forgot
talk
you don't
about it.
actually know geography. Um,
Yeah, of course. I never said I did, nigga.
okay,
Okay.
so north of Arabia and north of Iraq and north of Syria, there's the Caucasus, which is a group of mountains where you've got countries like Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia, and then north of that, you've got a part that's in Russia. And in that area, there used to be people called the Khazars, and
Yeah.
they were a Turkic people, but at some
Turkic.
point, it is
Wait,
believed
what is Turkic?
they're it
Sounds like a
means
made up word.
they're related to the Turks.
Turks. Oh, okay.
Okay, and but they're not actual Turkmen. They're Khazars, uh, but they're related to the Turks, and they had a kingdom there, and at some
Yeah.
point, they it is believed that at least the ruling people in the kingdom became Jews in that they followed the Jewish religion, the Judaism, and then what the um, Hebrew Israelites believe is that they are the actual ancestors of the Jews in Europe, the Ashkenazi uh, and Sephardi Jews that lived in Europe. That instead of being Jews from ancient Israel, they are Jews from the Khazars, which are Turkic people. But that there's no evidence supporting that, since Jewish populations in Europe predate the fall or even the rise of the Khazar Khanate.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, at least I learned a little bit about geography and history today. Can't say I didn't learn nothing.
Yeah. So,
You are really into history, man.
yeah, I am. I know a lot about history. Uh, for example, I know that at some point,
At some
um,
point, not right now. At
at
some
some
point,
point, not right now, Spain used to be somewhat in control of Morocco.
somewhat in control, not complete
Somewhat,
control,
not
just
not
somewhat.
in completely, yeah, but somewhat in control.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and there you go. That's a fact. But then
straight up fact. Okay,
at some point, Morocco used to be somewhat in
Spanish.
control of Spain.
Okay, so it was what was the word? A two-way or something like that. So we controlled them, they controlled us.
Well, no, no, not at the same time, but
Well, obviously.
yeah,
Otherwise, might as well just be called a marriage or a truce. I don't know which one, but yeah.
yeah. So that's how the history goes. Yeah, but that's after Arabia was somewhat in control of Spain.
Hmm. Okay, good to know information.
Yeah, and then at some point France was somewhat in control of Spain, and there you
And
go. That's where the king of Spain comes from. He's a an directly descended from the kings of France.
sounds like a good history lesson,
Yeah, yeah,
or a really good flex, I guess.
yeah. I'll school you any day, man. I'll school you.
Yep. Like teach me or school me, like which ones?
Both. I'll teach you and I'll school you.
Well, technically, it's not fair when your boy knows nothing, but okay.
Yeah. Well, that's that's why you're getting schooled because you know nothing. You're like
It's
the
not by
no,
choice.
but that's different from the know nothings who are who used to be a nativist political party in the United States in the mid 1800s. Uh, there you go.
Okay, that's a good history lesson, mate.
Yeah,
It's a bit sus, but okay.
yeah. But some people think that the U.S. President James Buchanan, who lived at around that time, was a bit sus. There you go.
Sounds like the kind of guy I would hang out with on the weekends. Yes.
Yeah. Well, he's generally considered to be a pretty low quality president.
Low quality president. Okay.
Yeah, low quality.
Low quality.
Unfortunately for him, low quality.
Speaking of low quality, I got a question for you, real quick, right?
Yeah.
Have you met any tourists lately? Because apparently there's too much Japanese niggas hanging out in the city nowadays. I don't get where they show up from, but maybe the Japan just love the couscous. You know what I'm saying? We love their teriyaki. They love our couscous. Sounds gay. Probably is. So yeah.
Yeah.
Met any
Well,
tourists?
I'll tell you something. In Florida,
Yeah.
there's a massive tourist industry. There's thousands upon thousands of tourists that visit Florida each year, and
Each year.
each year, and so there's even people that move to Florida for about half the year each year, uh, and then they go back to somewhere north where they came from. And so I I've been to Disney, okay, Disney World, not Disneyland, Walt Disney World, the
Okay.
biggest of Disney parks in the world. Well, it's not
The
just one park;
biggest.
it's multiple parks. I haven't been there recently though, but and so there's always tourists. There's always tourists.
I mean, it's
Always.
Disney. Is it Disneyland or Disney World? Which one
It's
did you say?
it's Walt Disney World.
Okay, Walt Disney World, right? I mean, that's a pretty popular place in my opinion. So yeah, it makes sense
Yeah.
that a lot of tourists show up.
There's so many
Uh,
tourists. all the
What
time.
I found funny, right, is the tourists that show up here. We get, oh, fuck, come on, nigga. Okay, I was playing a match, right, again, and guess what? I just summoned Exodia on this motherfucker, and he literally played the stupid trap card that makes it so I can't summon the motherfucker. God damn it. These motherfuckers are cheating, I swear to God. Alright, so, back to the tourists before I either kill you, me, or someone. So, yeah, we get very hilarious tourists in the neighborhood. And there's three things that are always common with these tourists. Number one, they're either French, Spanish, or Japanese. Like, there's no in between. And number two is a lot of them don't know a single word in Arabic. Like, that's dedication, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you got to be dedicated to show up to a place where you don't even know their language yet. Like, not even a word. So they can call you a faggot all he wants, and you won't even know. Which is actually what some people do. But luckily, I shut them the fuck up. Yeah, because I do respect the homies. Contrary to popular belief, I do respect the homies, so I do stand up for them. Uh, Luckily, it was not that kind of situation
Okay.
today because they got dropped last time. Yeah, they straight up got dropped. And they were talking that sus, and yeah, they got nuked,
Yeah. They
which
no
was
salam.
funny. Yeah, basically what happened, right, was one person. Yeah, I was walking around and I was hanging out with some Japanese niggas because they love the teriyaki and food. So they wanted to go to get some bhaji, right, which is basically like a dish, right? It's kind of like stew in a pot. That's literally kind of what it is. Plus, you add some extra stuff that you would like to eat, like carrots, veggies, and a bunch of other gay shit. What happened was they were talking that sus, which is basically confusing Chinese with Italian and Japanese, or because most of Japanese people like to talk fast and a lot of their wording sounds like mumbling. They kind of were spewing like catcalling, basically. They're spewing that racist shit. And what happened was, right, your boy called them out on their bullshit and literally was getting in a fight. Guess how I won that fight?
How? I don't know.
All right, here's the deal. When you get in fights in the neighborhood, right, one of the best ways, literally best ways, to get out of a fight or win a fight by default is to get buck ass naked, nigga. Like that. That's literally an accurate statement. Like no one will find a naked nigga. Like
So
straight
you
up, no one.
stripped yourself in public.
I wish. No, no, no. I did the second best thing. You know what's the second best thing?
What?
Yell out gay slurs. Like that's the best thing. Basically, right? Dudes don't like being gay in front of other dudes. So what I did was do that thing where you're like, why are you reaching for my dick? And why do you have an erection? Like that's what I called out basically, right?
Yeah.
I was basically calling him a racist who's trying to perform some rape allegations on someone, and he backed away immediately. So that's how you win that fight. To be honest, there were three ways to win. Number one was to just get butt ass naked, because that's accurate. Number two is to just call him gay in front of everyone, and it'll just get embarrassed and leave. Or number three, call for backup.
Yeah.
That's an accurate statement. I usually call for backup, but only in specific situations where I cannot handle it myself. Or we're jumping someone. It's usually jumping someone, like some racist motherfuckers do show up from time to time to our city, right? When they start spewing that Islamophobia and that ISIS bullshit, we usually just jump those guys, and then after the massive drilling and butt hurt, they just leave, which is always a joyous occasion for me because I get to watch from the sidelines and laugh my ass off.
Okay.
Do you get any of those tourists, the ones that
Uh,
are just spewing hate words at you, like saying
um,
Trump is gay or racist or you hate Mexicans or something like
uh, no. Most people that come around, generally, people in the U.S., they don't like talking about politics if they're being tourists. Um,
that? Yeah, that is
it's
true.
yeah, it's one of those things where if you're out somewhere to enjoy yourself, that's one of the things that you generally don't talk about. But of course, I don't really care that much about Donald Trump myself. So if somebody insults Donald Trump, I'm not going to get angry at them or anything. I just hope that whatever criticism they make is an accurate and good criticism. Uh,
Yeah, same here, except usually it's only half correct. Because I do, in fact, get sometimes, right, where people start spewing that ISIS bullshit, but they spew it in a realistic way. What they do, right, is that they're like, okay, your country is good, your people are good, but that ISIS thing is, man, they be doing retarded shit, and apparently no one in this side cares. So it's like you ain't even trying to help them or stop them. I was like, yeah, that's realistic. Sometimes it's one of those situations where it's not my problem, someone don't interfere. It's like, yeah, there's been some realistic arguments, and then we just talk. We talk about each other's arguments of like, so what about the racist shit in your side of in your neck of the woods? It's like, yeah, some racist shit happens with Mexico and stuff like that. We talk politics, except I only talk politics with people who understand what politics are, not the screeching faggots,
yeah,
which is more than half the time.
and
Right?
I don't
I
know
don't
why
get why, but a lot of people who are screeching faggots love to talk about random shit,
I don't know why people would.
myself included, by the
Yeah,
way.
I don't know why people would talk about ISIS when going to Morocco, since as far as I know, they're not in Morocco.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, the stupid shit like, hey, Allah Akbar, and then just bomb a place. Like, that's literally the only connection, is that they spew Arabic and just start nuking places, so they assume that's what we do here. Which I terminally just destroy their beliefs. Like, I straight up shoot them
Yeah,
down. I'm like, no, that's not even 1% of what we do. We do something much better.
but if they're afraid of that, why would they even go to Morocco then?
Yeah, this is why I say they're spaghetti spewing autists. They're like have no self awareness. Like that's the funny thing about entitled people and people like these. They have no self awareness. What I like to call them is the princely principle. It's a coin. It's a phrase I coined, right? The princely principle, right, is very common. It's that situation where it's just like the what was it called nowadays? That I forgot the name. It was some sort of Gillenwater or something effect. It was a scientific study that showed that most people, right, like to spew a lot of knowledge about stuff that they themselves don't believe in, or something like that. Forgot the name. Either way. So what these guys would do is that they would literally just hear a bunch of it's assume it's realistic or accurate, and then they just try to kill someone with it. I don't get why they're retarded, and that's kind of the idea, but okay. Oh,
Well,
speaking of retarded motherfuckers, I do got a question for you. If you want to answer it real quick.
okay,
What was the question? Oh yeah, I want to play a game because we forgot to do that.
okay, if you want to. Okay, what game?
Didn't
Didn't
get anything at this point.
okay,
I'm getting butt hurt and butt screwed realistically to be honest in this game. So I just want to play something
okay.
else. Yeah.
Let's do another quiz, since I
Oh,
think it's more conversational than playing another game, and it sounds like you're you're having some trouble anyway. So
Yeah, just if I'm giving anyone any advice, it's never play ranked. Never play, especially in like stuff like Street Fighter. Just never do it, man. You just get screwed, literally and figuratively as well. So yeah, just don't do it.
okay, let me just find something here. I'm trying to look for a text-based quiz. Okay, okay.
As long as I don't have to write the text, because I'm
No,
bad at
no,
that.
no. You don't have to write. I'm not gonna make you
Yeah,
write.
it's just it's autocorrect, man. It's autocorrect. It does everything for me to the point where I forget how to do it myself.
Uh,
Which is sad, but realistic.
okay. So let me see. Okay, we've got an anime character. Which one is you quiz?
Oh, that's just the obvious answer. I can literally tell you which one I am. Like, we don't need to take a quiz because usually it just gives me the same answer.
Okay, but here we go. And on the image, I see a number of different characters. I see Goku, of course, Son Goku, everybody's favorite. I see Monkey D, Luffy, also everybody's favorite. I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Uzumaki Naruto, everybody's favorite.
What? Yeah, everybody's here. You're only seeing the main four.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
see
saying?
Kurosaki Ichigo, and that Natsu
Yeah,
guy
that
from
guy
Fairy
has been
Tail.
dead for a while. Like, damn, that nigga died a long time ago.
Well, he's still a dope character though. Some interesting
I
moments.
mean, he's dope. He
Mhm.
is dope, but only if you see the first arc. Like, if
Okay,
you go any further, then yeah,
okay,
he just starts getting more and more
okay.
boring.
So, which of the following could be the possible reasons for your downfall? So you've had a good time, but now you made a mistake. And what is this mistake? Is it that you want power? Is it I will not fall, I hate to lose? So you either you want power, you hate to lose. Um, is it I can calculate everything perfectly and make adjustments, I won't fall? Is it that you're too trusting, or is it that you're human?
The last two, I guess, like the last two, because
Okay.
the other three aren't accurate at all.
Okay, so you're either too trusting or you're human. Which one is it?
Um, I guess too trusting, because I
Too
am down with
trusting.
the sus. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like,
Okay. So what is your deadly sin? Is it pride, wrath, envy,
oh yeah, like
lust?
seven deadly sins. Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. I got the
Or
reference.
all
All right, what
seven of
were
them?
what were the ones?
Pride, wrath, envy, lust, or all seven of them?
Probably all seven or pride. Let's be
Uh,
real. It's power of pride.
Pride? Just pride?
Yeah, just pride. Usually it's
Okay.
pride. But
What?
you know what? What type of pride?
Tell me.
It's the pride of my fellow human beings. You know,
Yeah.
usually you're proud with these niggas, but then they just start spewing bullshit, racist rhetoric, and yeah, they just give up. Like
Yeah.
you literally give up on life after that. That's real.
And then you
Sometimes it
realize
happens.
that you failed because you were too trusting in them. You thought they
Yep,
could handle it, but they couldn't.
yep. They could never handle the bands.
Okay.
This is why the people that talk the most are the biggest
Yeah.
bitches, and I am one of them.
Okay.
But only in specific things. I am down to kill anyone. That's real.
Okay.
But I will not be down with some other sus shits. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm one of the biggest
I
motherfuckers when it comes to
yeah.
that. I'm not down to it.
I just read the options for this question and it made me kind of laugh because now I know where this quiz was written. What do you value in other people? Purity, randomness, strength, that they are American,
Oh,
or
mother.
usefulness?
Really? Really, nigga? All right. All right. What were them? What were the quotes again? Because
Okay.
I gave up halfway through.
Purity, it's how pure they are. Or is it
Yeah.
randomness, how random they are? Strength, how strong they are? That they are American? Or is it usefulness?
I mean, I'm gonna say the first two on the last one. You know, like,
So purity, randomness, or usefulness?
yeah, like all three. Like that's the three I value my friends
But
in.
which one is most important if you could only have one?
The second one, because let's be real, we need some very, and I mean very, differently culturally diverse motherfuckers. Because we need to have the squad. You know what I'm
The
saying? You
squad.
gotta have the squad.
The squad.
Yes, the
Okay.
squad is lit all the time, but that's only because they have the respect of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We all ride or die, but at the same time, we're willing to literally get our friends murdered, so we don't have to do it ourselves.
Okay. Who are you loyal to?
Besides the squad,
Yeah, I'll give you the choices here.
yeah.
It's a difficult choice between my friends and my personal desires. Is it myself? Is it my country? Is it the people who encourage me? Or is it the person who is doing the right thing?
Okay, kind of all of them, but let's put it like at the top three. Okay?
Top three.
Okay, top three. Number one is my damn self, because let's be real, you gotta be real with yourself. You can't be doing that autistic speaking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Okay.
be real.
Gotta be real.
100%, even if it means you're fucking gay, which at this point I might as well be. So, yeah, real with yourself. That's important. What were the others? Oh, yeah, the friends and family. You know, those are second, because, you know, you gotta have the squad. You can't live without the squad. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because if you live alone like me and you don't have the squad with you at all times, then you get depressed. which is accurate. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta have the squad with you at all times. It's important. So when you die, you at least have the homies with you at all times. All right, and what were the other options?
Okay. So it's myself, or it's a difficult choice between friends and my personal desires. It's my
Yeah, those could
country.
go kill themselves. Like I don't really have some. I don't really have that many to be honest.
Yeah, my
They can go
country,
die in fire for all I care.
the people who encourage me, or the person who is doing the right thing.
I mean, maybe the person who's doing the right thing, but it depends on what the right thing is. Because sometimes the right thing is being morally correct, even though that's retarded. Because sometimes that really is the case. Sometimes people be doing that stupid shit where they be doing the morally correct thing, even though it's technically not correct at all. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes they be, let's say, getting into an argument, right?
Yeah.
They would be protecting the underdog or going with, let's say, rape allegations. They would usually side with the victim, even though it's false claims. Like technically being morally correct by going with the victim, but also not the correct choice because you didn't know that person was actually just getting screwed over. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
sometimes being morally correct blindsides you to what the actual problem is. Because just like with acting, there's always layers, and of course ogres, because Shrek. So there's always layers to it. You gotta know every layer, or at least know more than the first layer. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, for me personally, first impressions matter, but they also can go die in a fire. Like that's real. For me, personal preferences are really matter to me and the person next to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the idea that first impressions matter, and they do, but only for first impressions. Like, only for your first look. When after you say you have that first look and you say hi, then everything else is fair game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people value the first impressions too much. You know what I'm saying? Like they value it above everything else. And if a guy makes the bad first impressions, I'm talking about my experience, then the person just doesn't give him a chance. And don't worry, it's not sexual, I promise. Then yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they end up screwing the person over for literally minor inconveniences, which is again speaking from personal experience, which also speaking from personal experience is fucking retarded because they just lost a bunch of cool friends. But yeah, that's a little bit of a vent. You know what I'm saying? I'm venting about some retards I met a while ago.
Okay. So which one is it then?
Oh yeah, I already told you. Like the first was myself, the
Okay.
second was the squad, and then the third one was the guy who's doing the right thing.
Okay. So
Except it depends on what type. You know what I'm saying? It can't
so to
always be right.
to further elaborate on the question, how do you
Yeah.
feel about other people? Other The first one is other people don't understand me. I'll probably
That
be
that
alone forever.
that is true, 100%. But at the same time, it depends on what type of people.
Yeah.
You see, here's the thing with questions, right? Whenever someone asks me a question, I always find a deeper meaning to the question and also a bit of an extra layer that it wasn't there originally. Mainly because most people like it to be either right or wrong or left or right or whatever fucking politics they're talking about on weekends. They usually like it to be a yes or no answer, but for me, that's never the case. It's rarely a case, you know? I mean, unless you're talking retarded motherfuckers, then yes, it's always a right or no answer. But besides that, which is the other 90% of situations, then yeah, Gucci, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep, always got to be lit at all
So
times.
so the second option is there are only a few people I really care about.
That is true.
The
The
third
squad.
option is they disgust me. I wish I could fix that. Are you disgusted by other
Yes,
people in
yes,
general?
yes.
Just everyone?
Why the fuck does this sound like every single one is accurate? Like all of them at this point were
Okay. The
yes,
the fourth
yes,
one
and yes.
is I only need myself.
Yes, as well.
And the
Because
fifth
here's
one,
the thing. Here's the thing. Yeah, continue with the fifth one.
yeah, I care about everyone.
Okay, yes. Now here's the thing. Go one by one, and I'll give you a deeper answer to why I literally said yes to every single one so far.
Okay. Other people don't understand me. I'll probably be alone forever.
Okay, that one. I'll give you an answer to why I said yes to that one. Because usually, especially because I'm an introvert, right?
Yeah.
That is very accurate to my day-to-day life. Like 70% of my time is alone and with my own thoughts and without anyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like that's accurate representation of what I usually do. And again, there's a reason for it, mainly because I'm like a self-starter type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like I usually go out of my way to make my own businesses, ideas, morals, inventions, stuff like that. So I usually prefer to be alone because most people wouldn't understand me if I connected with them. You know what I'm saying? Like most people, literally 90%, will not understand even if I explain because it's either too complex or too much of a reference. You know what I'm saying? Like a JoJo reference. You gotta find fellow JoJos to get the reference. Otherwise, it's the most obscure shit you've ever heard. Like
Yeah.
a YouTube as a career. Most people don't even know at this point, but at the same time, one of the most like people that will understand you are other YouTubers. Okay, second question.
There are only a few people I really care about.
Yeah, that's actually connected to the first one. Like I said, most people don't understand me, but the people that do and the like, what was it called? The like worthwhile people that understand like your ideals and the way you work and want you to be eccentric. You know, like most people, right? They find it so that you're being like over the top and your, I guess, what's it called? Oh yeah, Uh, your cocaine rants are very weird and very confusing. That's actually the accurate thing that most people tell me nowadays. But I also always find those worthwhile homeboys, which are the squad, by the way, that are like understanding of what I do and my life decisions and also relate to it because they do the same thing. So yeah, I only ever really care about those specific people. You know what I'm saying? Like I care about everyone, but those are the people that are ride or die, you know, with. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else, oh yeah, they're fucked 100%. I'm not risking shit for those people. Let's be real. I ain't risking nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, only the squad gets to risk each other. And again, it is sexual, you know what I'm saying? Because the squad is always lit and always filled with homeboys, you know what I'm saying? Usually guys, because the females be doing that crazy shit. So because of that, we're always with each other, and only half of the time is it sexual. You know, not all the time. I just got to make that clear. So we always are, in fact, ride or die. You know what I'm saying? So we get it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next question, I guess.
They disgust me. I wish I could fix that.
Oh yeah, that's literally every retarded nigga I've ever met. Like that explains just about every motherfucker I've ever met. Because here's the thing: when I say retarded, I don't mean like person with a mental disease. But at this point, they might as well have. What I mean by that is exactly what it sounds like: entitled people and retarded motherfuckers that don't understand how the world actually works and only perceive it from their sheltered lives. You know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, is more of a common occurrence than most people think. So this is why I always say they disgust me, and they genuinely do that. They genuinely disgust me, mainly because they're so entitled and so backwards that they literally not only kill themselves but kill just about everyone else they know. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally murk everyone in the fucking neighborhood, which is of course sad because you know just like a horse who breaks the leg, you have got two options: care for it for the rest of its life or shoot it. And that is what I do to half of the entitled people I meet. I There are some, right, which are basically just because of their sheltered life, they don't have anyone to guide them to how the world actually works. So they just perceive it from their perspective and don't listen to any quote unquote criticism, even though it's just genuine knowledge, right? Or any like ideas of how to improve their lives. So for those people, I kind of just feel sorry for them and help them out if they're willing to listen. Everyone else, yeah, I give them the 3-step takedown. Want to know what the 3-step takedown is?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, it's basically like I said last time we were here when I was talking about that entitled faggot female who I met at the shop, right? Here's how this works. Damn, I keep messing up my words. The 3-stage takedown is a 3-stage process to how I murk a nigga, okay? Stage 1 is verbally, where I just tell them to back off or leave or, you know, stop being retarded. And the other two are physical. Now, the first one, I'll give you an example. Let's say that female, right, that was talking smack. and she was being fucking stupid. What I would do is exactly what it sounds like. I'd be like, Miss, come on, we're sorry to piss you off, but let's be real, you're just being retarded, and we would like you to leave the establishment. The second one is with, just like with guys, they get physical. Like, they purposely try to fight you if you don't get their way, you know what I'm saying? Which always happens with either bratty guys or faggot moms. Like, I don't get why that's the thing, but maybe people are just retarded. Yeah, where it gets physical, but not too much physical. Like, they don't kill you or fight you, they just try to push you. Like, they try to get their way any way, shape, or form, like, at any cost, basically. But they're also dumb enough to not understand what an assault is, so they technically assault you just because they think they're entitled to something, right?
Yeah.
So what happens was, I give them the second step takedown, where I show them that I am Gucci, you know what I'm saying? But I am not down with the sus, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to put up with people's bullshit, but I'm not about to be no bitch, you know what I'm saying? Because, remember, I got the homeboys with me. And I do not want to be the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be no little homeboy-looking mother. No, I ain't trying to be no bitch. So what I would do is that I would break their arm. Like straight up, I would break their arm. Like, what I would do is quite simple. I would grab them and tell them, listen, back off. This is an establishment, respectable one, of course, owned by my friend. You can't fucking fight here. If you're going to fight, take it outside and get dropped like the motherfuckers that you are, because it's like 7 against 1. But of course, because, and here's where the bullshit where I say it's either entitled faggot, I guess Chads, that's a good name, Chads, right? Or entitled moms.
Yeah.
They would usually go out of their way to fight me, because just like in the hood, sometimes people also don't want to be no bitch, so they fight you even if it's 7-on-1. So when that happens, me and my homies hit him with that respect. You know, what is that respect? It's respectable enough that you're willing to take on challenge, even though you're going to get raped. Like, straight up rammed at this point, you know what I'm saying? So we hit him with that respect of going one-on-one, just like the Luffy guys in One Piece. So, you know, we don't want to double team a nigga. We just take him one-on-one. And usually I am up first, because if any of my other friends were up first, they would either drop his ass with the gun, like shoot him, or kill him immediately, because we don't hold back in fights. So yeah, what I would do is exactly what it sounds like: grab him and straight up break his arm. But I give him 3 chances to back down. Chance 1 is basically smack him in the face and knock him on his ass. Like, nigga, don't try me, you're gonna get dropped. Attempt number 2 is after he swings at me, and then I swing back, and I'm like, listen, this isn't going to be that much of a fight. You either back down now, or you're going to get seriously injured, like hospital moments. And takedown 3 is just like in a chokehold. I get you in that hold, right? It's not a chokehold. It's like an arm behind your back technique. My uncle uses it on me. He taught me how to use it. So basically, what I tell him in this situation is, this is your last chance. Back down, or I'm breaking your arm. And here's the thing with me. Whenever I talk to someone like that, I always look into their eyes and give them that sympathetic look, but also that real nigga look. You know what I'm saying? That sympathetic look and real nigga look is exactly what it sounds like. I'm sympathetic towards the situation, but I will f you up if you try me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no bitch again. So that is the moment where I break their arm. Except, here's the key factor. I make sure to tell them in front of everyone 3 times. Because remember, 1 time's an accident, 2nd time's on purpose, 3rd time, just not trying again, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to kill you, but hey, I gave you 3 chances, the cops are right here, but you want to pull that bullshit, so get dropped like one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I just break their arm. I did try that one time with the kid. I almost broke his arm. Luckily, his mom stopped me, because it was on that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing with me. You don't hit me with that disrespect, you know what I'm saying? You can hit anyone else with disrespect, but you do not hit me with disrespect. That's not because I'm entitled to your respect or anything. No. I show you respect and second chances. But if you fuck those up, you get dropped. Like, I keep it real. I keep it 100%, and I am not about that fucking life. So if you screw with me, you get dropped. Like, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no second chances, no second prances, nothing, nigga. You get dropped. So, guess what happened? I broke his fucking arm. Straight up. I was like, no, don't want to listen. Boom, snapped his arm, and yeah, left him on the ground and cried like a little bitch. You know, at least one of us was getting rammed that day, and it wasn't me. Yeah, except here's the difference. Apparently, you can't really do that too much, Because even though technically it's self-defense, apparently, just like with Luffy, if you're 3 times stronger than your opponent, then the cop kind of sees that you did that on purpose, which is accurate. Yeah, I got up for that. But hey, at least my friend gave me a warrant. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, listen, I'm gonna hit you up with that 500 fine, $500 fine, but don't try that again. I was like, okay, thanks, and left. Because here's the thing, cops understand, especially my friends, that if I'm gonna kill someone, I'm gonna do it on my terms. What does that mean? It means exactly what it sounds like. That means I could have stopped the fight at any other time, but I choose to break his arm, which is again another thing you should actually learn to do in real life. Because sometimes when you fuck up situations like this, remember, if you're stronger than your opponent, don't just kill them. So like that's actually a thing I had to learn the hard way when that first time I got that $100 fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought, right, in my perspective, right, if a nigga tries me 5 times in a row and I tell them to back off and they don't, then it's self-defense. And my friend was like, while that is like accurate, it also is a difference between just defending yourself and beating the shit out of a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you
there
could have
is.
stopped at the first swing, but no, you kept fighting until you beat his ass to a pulp. Well, and again, here's the thing with me. I ain't no bitch. So what I do is I purposely beat your ass. Even if here's my thing. I am not going to prison, but at the same time, I will go to it on my own terms. Like, I will literally do illegal shit on purpose. But if it's on my terms, then it's justified. By the way, don't quote me on that, but here's what I mean. What I mean is, just like in this situation, if I'm gonna go to prison or get fined, I'm doing it my way. What's my way? Not killing you, not just self-defense, like not the middle ground. I go to middle ground. I'm not just like slap you once and then call the cops so I don't get fined, but I also don't just beat you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't swing first. I swing second, so at least I get like a low sentence, but not, the lowest sentence you can get, which is always a hilarious situation for me. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you guys with a story if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Hear more of my entitled parents situation, which are
Okay.
always hilarious, by the way.
Okay. So, have you made a decision as to which option you're going to pick?
Oh wait, you mean out of all five?
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Okay.
Because I keep forgetting.
How do you feel about other people? The first one is other people don't understand me. I'll probably be alone forever. The second one is there are only a few people I really care about. The third one is they disgust me. I wish I could fix that. The fourth one is I only need myself. And the fifth one is I care about everyone.
Oh yeah, I haven't answered the reason I said yes to all of them yet, haven't I? All right. Yeah, I'll just pick the last one, I guess.
You care about everyone.
Yeah, or the second one when it is like about the squad.
The
Like
one about the squad is which one's more? Everyone or the squad?
I guess the squad really,
The
because
squad.
I do love
Okay.
everyone, but the squad takes priorities. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the squad takes priority above family at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because they are family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because here's the thing, I would rather have one insane motherfucking friend who's willing to like die for me, like I'm willing for them, than to have 10 friends that are like sane. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not actually sane, but they pretend to be sane. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, which of the following is one of your hobbies? Number one, math.
Nope. That's straight
Mathematics.
up nope.
No. Okay. Number two, just being awesome.
Yes, obviously.
Number three, tossing chickens through the flaming hoop of death.
Yes, I mean that chicken, man. You got to get that chicken. That's real.
Number four, sipping wine.
No, because I don't drink. That's too gay.
And number five, inflicting pain upon others.
Okay, so number five and I think one and two, I guess.
It'd be number two and number five. Do you prefer being awesome or do you like putting more pain on people?
I guess it's a two-way street because by being awesome, I put pain on niggas. Like that's how I be awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like don't worry, I don't jump niggas just because to be awesome. No, what I mean is exactly what I did with that nigga. I'm being awesome by straight up destroying someone's cheeks in the most righteous way you can.
Okay. But what's more important to you, being awesome or
Being
putting the
awesome,
pain on
man.
him? Okay,
Being awesome. Because I
okay,
can drop as many niggas as I want, but that won't stop them from being retarded. That's like an accurate thing. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people think it's backwards. Some people think if they just like their kids, right? If they just beat them, then they stop being disobedient. But no, that doesn't fix the problem. That just makes them into
okay.
BDSM. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't really fix the problem. So yeah.
Yeah. So how do you view those who hurt or oppose you? There's six options here. Number one,
Ooh,
those who
yes.
hurt or oppose you are fools to think they could ever compete with you. Uh,
Yes, like let's be real, that is a yes. Mainly because the people that oppose me are the retards.
yeah.
Anyone who's like a real ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Anyone who's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like they be the realest homies. You know what I'm saying? They oppose me with good ass facts, good ass science, and fuck boyish arguments. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys are cool. I have no problem with those kinds of opposing me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real. You know, it's just like a
Yeah.
sparring match. That's good.
Keep it
But
real,
the
man.
retards, yeah, the way they oppose me just by, embarrassing themselves, getting dropped, and sometimes maybe murdered. So yeah, luckily I haven't murdered anyone yet. But again, I have at this point. Might as well snap someone's neck.
Okay.
I just
Number
don't do it because I don't want to be fined because that would be just sad. Not for me because I don't have a problem with jail. It's my family members. They don't want a
yeah.
boy to be stuck in prison for 50 years for dropping a nigga, even though it was justified dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll tell you something about prison in the US. It's I have a physical copy of the US Constitution and its amendments here. And from my
Oh damn, they got the strap.
eh, no,
Can I get a copy of that real quick? You know what I'm saying? Like,
everyone has
I'll
a copy
probably
in the
love a
US.
copy of that. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty easy to get.
Then
It
hit me up with that link. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it's apparently in the US, if you are convicted for a crime, it's actually legal to enslave you.
Yeah. Okay, this is another one of those situations where your boy is not surprised, but
Yeah.
is definitely disappointed in life.
Yeah, I read Amendment 13 of the U.S. Constitution, and while a lot of people think that it abolishes slavery, that's not actually true because when you read it, it says neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist in the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. So that means that if you are convicted of a crime, it's legal to enslave you in the US.
Yep,
Yep.
another one of those shitty situations where you're not surprised, but definitely disappointed.
But I think it's
Yeah,
probably better than filling up the prisons and having people have nothing to do.
I mean that is true. Sometimes you get that situation where it's like 23-hour lockdown. Like you don't want that. But by
Yeah.
the way, what type of enslavement? By the way, do you mean what was it called? Uh, social services? No, no, that's a different thing. What was it called? The thing where like serving the country for a certain amount of time. It
Um,
was a form of sentence. They're like, public service. Yeah, yeah,
well,
do
no,
public service for.
that's not
Oh
what it
wait, no,
is. But
yeah, wrong thing. I keep forgetting the names
uh,
because I don't
let me
do
just
that
be very
shit.
clear. Just because it's legal doesn't mean people actually do it. People don't actually do any slavery in the U.S. At least not
Yeah,
legally.
because if
But
they dead, they'll probably be dead by the end of the night. That's accurate.
yeah, it'd be very unpopular if it actually happened. But I'm just saying it's
And
legal.
retarded, because who the fuck would do that stupid
Yeah.
shit? Let's be real.
Anyway, the second option uh, to those who hurt or oppose you. Why do they hurt or oppose you? The second option is it's Satan's fault that these people are trying to hurt me.
Okay, that's just sounds like someone who's trying to justify their stupidity or just trying to get that entitlement
Okay.
card.
Yeah. And the third one is those who hurt or oppose you are evil.
Depends on what type. If you mean stupid evil, then yes. If you mean actual evil, then no.
Well,
Only
I'll
me and
give
my
you
comrades are pure evil.
I'll,
That's
I'll
realistic.
I'll give you the next option that'll clarify that. Option 4, those who hurt or oppose you are probably just misguided.
Okay, yes, yes. Because let's be real, sometimes the retarded people are the misguided people because they just assume that that's how life works for them and they're just entitled to a bunch of shit. And yeah, they get dropped real fast. You know what I'm saying? Like that is not how the world works, and I make sure to make it clear to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By usually dropping the shit out of them on the ground. Because I don't care if you're a kid, you are gonna get dropped. Don't worry, I won't break your arm like I do to the adults, because that'll take you 2 years to develop it back. But I will definitely slap the shit out of you, because that is how your parents did it. So hey, no harm, no foul at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the fifth one, those who hurt or oppose you are in my way and deserve no mercy.
Yes, but only, like I said earlier, to the last chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, those
Yeah.
are the people that deserve no chances because you gave them 5 chances at this point. Those are the kind of niggas that make you want to beat them, like, legit make you want to beat them. So at this point, I'm like, hey, I gave you 5 chances. You were doing that sus. You didn't want to back down, so get fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up get wrecked.
Okay. Those who hurt or oppose you are simply my enemies. There's nothing personal about it. That's the last one.
And not really, because it depends on what type of enemy we're talking here.
Okay.
Sometimes it is personal because they kind of do that thing where they try to reverse entitle you, where they just say you're privileged, and because of that, you can't believe in the fact that some of them do have to do these things. But then I also hit them with that rebuttal, like, okay, if you think I am entitled, then why the hell do you think, like, if you think I'm privileged to live in a normal home without being poor and shit, then why do you think that I actually have to fight for the things that I get while you don't? You know, you just assume it's entitled to you, and then they just back down because you can't rebuttal against retarded niggas usually, because they either won't hear it or they just assume they won by default. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Which
much
does
privilege.
happen. Yeah, which does happen sometimes where I straight up prove them wrong, but they assume, like I said, nothing and it doesn't count. Which is like, okay, if that doesn't count, then this assault charge it doesn't count, and then they just beat their ass.
Yeah.
Because most of them are in fact guys that are entitled. It's usually at random shit, like, when they are jelly because your boy has females. But
Okay.
luckily, I only have the good kind of female, the one that you aren't trying to smash, because I don't think I would ever want to,
Yeah,
because
wholesome.
I don't want to deal with no personal problems. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, you know what
So
I'm saying?
yeah. So the last so I suppose the ones that you had the most positive response to are the ones that those who hurt or oppose you are fools to think they could ever compete with me, and the other one is those who hurt or oppose you are probably just misguided.
Yeah, because they both tie into that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time to that specific kind of person.
Yeah. So
And the reason I
which one
keep
do you think is better though as your answer?
the first one, because
The
usually
first
that
one.
is an accurate response.
Okay. There we go.
By the way, the reason I keep bringing up entitled people, right, is
Yeah.
because those and maybe privileged people are like the only kind of person I really have a problem with. Or more accurately, they always have a problem with me, I guess. That's the more accurate response. Because besides those types of faggots, I don't really have a problem nor issue with literally any other kind of human. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people are chill. There are people that are just stupid, so it's like middle ground. Some
Yeah.
people are Gucci, some people aren't. You don't deal with the not Gucci guys because they also don't, fight you. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the people that are the weaklings in life. Like, some people are depressed, some people are just not motivated to do anything, some people are just lazy. The good thing about them being lazy is that they don't challenge you on anything. They just kind of want to live their miserable lives because misery is comforting. You know what I'm saying? It's comfortable. That's why most people stay in it rather than try to go out of it. It's only when you call them out, like entitled faggots, that usually are the case, that's not a good lifestyle. Plus, that's just a harmful one to begin with. That they kind of try to redo their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, rethink their life decisions. But besides that, they usually just kind of chill and do their own thing, which I respect because I also do chill and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
But for some reason, right? Let me just finish this sentence, right? For some reason, entitled people always seem to have a problem with me because I'm the only one who isn't doing any of their shit. You know what I'm saying? Which I actually would like your opinion on something. I guess
yeah.
challenging someone's privilege. Like, what is your opinion on that? Because this usually seems to be the common occurrence for entitled people. The reason they hate me more than anyone else is because apparently they think they're the prince and princess of a kingdom, and I'm the only one saying fuck you to your authority. Because apparently that's also fucking retarded. Because, like, how does that work? Like, I actually always wanted to know, how would that work in life? Like, how would you be able to get everything you ever wanted until I showed the fuck up? Like, that's got to be either a straight up lie or such a bullshit like amount of convenient alibis that it's just called bullshit at that point. What's your opinion on that? Because I've had those situations. I'm always confused by the end of it because I don't win anything. I just call them out and they're
Yeah.
bullshit. They get butthurt and then leave or maybe rethink their life decisions. Because what I tell them is, bruh, if you act like this, I'm not going to be the only one dropping your ass. Like, I'm generous. I give you 3 chances before I break your arm or before I fucking kill you. Other people, like in the hood, they'll just straight up shoot you if you show up to the place,
Yeah,
you know?
I'll
You know what I'm
tell you
saying?
what it
Especially
is.
if you spew that racist shit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
it's because they had parents that were too permissive and that allowed them to do too many things, so that then when they grew up, they expected society to be the
To
way
bend.
to
Yeah,
be
to
to
bend
be
to
the
the.
way that they were raised, and that's why
Yeah,
it's
this is actually the thing
yeah
that I never understood about sheltered lives. Like, I get that. Just like in me and personally, because I'm always in my room, I never really get that much social interaction to understand if the thing I do are wrong or right. Like, I get that. But here's the difference. I go out of my way to put political arguments with homeboys. And I'm saying, like, I usually do that with friends on a daily basis. We talk about topics like you and me every week, right? And we just discuss it. But with these niggas, it feels like they go out of their way to be proven wrong just so they can keep that kind of like idealistic of their childhood, like that idea of their childhood, that they're always right, which I always find stupid. Like, why would you go out of your way, right, to prove that you're always right in a situation if that is just blatantly not the case, like literally not the case, no matter where you go? And then always be surprised when I prove you wrong, almost like it never happened before. What you could argue is because of their shelter life, like because of it, that's why they're always surprised when I fight back, is because they had so little like competition that this is a new thing to them. But at the same time, like, was it really the case? Because like I've never had a situation, right, where I'm fighting an entitled child, right, with their entitled mom that gives them everything they want, and then he never says to me, "Hey, I've been in this situation before." No, they always say like, "How could you? This never happened." Mom, I was supposed to get it. You promised you'd get it for me. Like, that's always the reaction. And I'm always
yeah
dumbfounded that, is it just like because they're children, they just forget whenever someone fights back? Because I get it, They're children. You don't just beat up children like you beat up adults. Well, at least no one else does except for me. But here's the thing. I'm also like, do you just never talk? Like that's the thing with me. It always confuses the shit out of me because I'm like, is it really that uncommon for you to tell a child they're wrong to the point where they spend 17 decades without it being called wrong until I show up? And that's the thing with me. It's always me or one of my squad mates. But it's like usually always me. Like in any social gathering in the hometown over here, right? Whenever we have a wedding, social gathering, or whatever the fuck thing we do, right? It's always me who calls the kid out, and literally no other adult even tries. Like, that's actually the thing with me. And whenever I tell my parents, like, bruh, why the fuck was I the only one testing this kid? Did no one raise him correctly? What the fuck? Because when I talk to them, right, I always say, Dad, Mom, you guys are Gucci. You teach me the right about the world. But
yeah
does no one else think like you? Like, what the fuck? How am I
well
the only 1% actually doing the right and everyone else staying quiet? And then they
it's
hit me with that real shit. You know what the real shit is?
oh what is it
The real shit is this. Everyone knows, and they're right behind the kid, egging him on. Like, it's not that I'm the only one who talks back. It's I'm the only one who gives a shit enough to talk back.
yep that's it
The rest either say it's such a common occurrence, because at this point it really is a common occurrence, and now I'm starting to understand it nowadays that yes, it is such a common occurrence that they don't give a shit, or they give a shit but they don't care. Because here's the thing with it. I've had a cousin, right? He's a small kid, is 7 or 8, right? He has, let's just say, rich parents who give him a lot of shit. He always had what he wanted until he met me. Now here's the thing: the kid loves me, my nigga. Like, he loves me because he thinks I'm an older brother, and just like an older brother, you know why he loves me? Because of two things that no one other than me gives him. One is caring for the kid, like genuine care, like not giving him everything he wants, but only giving him what he wants if he's good or he understands the consequences, just like overeating or something. Like, I don't just give him every fucking cake he wants. I tell him, hey, it's your money, my nigga, get it. But remember, you will get diarrhea and stomach aches when you do. Like, that's the thing. Because his parents don't give a shit. Like, they straight up don't give a shit. They're the kind of parents that are like bear parents. That's what I like to call them. They snuggle their kid and hug him too hard. What that does for the kid is that it gives them that warm feeling of love, but it's not genuine. You know what I'm saying? What it is, it's baby love. What's baby love? It's the fact that you adore your kid for being a kid, but not for what he actually is or what he actually does. You only care for him because he's a small child and must be protected. Like, that's literally what they say.
Yeah.
He must be protected. But that also means we don't have to technically care about his emotional state or what he does physically, like if he gets beat up or anything like that. But we will care about literally everything else.
Yeah.
It's like the Prince principle, where they only care about your status and what you look like to other people, even though you literally look like a retard to every other people, which is why he loves me. But he also understands one problem, and he actually confronted in me one time to talk to him real quick. What he did was, he told me, listen, bro, I love you, man. I was like, I love you too, bro. You're a cool guy. You might be entitled, but at the very least, when you're around me, you're not being as much of a dick. He's like, yeah, I got you. But here's the problem. I was like, what is it? He's like, my parents want me to be entitled. They want me to have everything I ever wanted so that I will grow up to want everything I ever wanted. Like, they want him to be successful, but the businessman type of successful, being greedy and want everything and not caring how he gets it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want him to actually grow up great. He just wants him to have everything they have. So when they get retired, he'll do the same for them. That's literally what he said. And here's the thing with that. When I talked to him and other family members, we kind of had like a, what is it called, an intermission or something? You know, the thing where, an intervention, where we sat down and talked. And guess what they said? They straight up said the most blatant, stupid shit I've ever heard. You want to know what it is?
What is it?
I don't give a shit. Like, they straight up said, I don't give a shit. And here's the thing with me. This is that moment, right, where if they weren't family, right, what I would have did was I would have shot the wife, right, and then shot the dick of the husband, straight up. You know what I'm saying? I would have literally shot him in the dick. Because I was like, listen, bro, you are not allowed to have kids if you don't care about what the kid does. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just want a kid for the kind of gratification of having a son. You know what I'm saying?
And the purpose of childhood is to develop into adulthood. So if a
Yeah, but
parent
that's just the thing. Apparently, for them, they don't want to develop a kid into adulthood. They just want to be proud because they have a kid, because apparently that's a good thing to have. Like, just like a prince situation, where it's not about the kid, it's about the status of having an heir or having one in general. Because apparently that makes you either better or more cool than everyone else, which is, again, fucking retarded.
Yeah.
And here's the thing with me. Whenever I talk to people about this, I start asking myself and God him damn self about this. I'm like, am I strange? Am I just the only one thinking about the kid's well-being? Or it's just everyone else is retarded? Like, that's what I say to myself. Like, is it just me? Or is every other motherfucker doing the exact opposite of what they should do? And then when I talk to my family members, they're like, listen, bro. You're a cool guy, okay? You understand how life actually works. You respect people and don't, like, just take the kid to Child Protective Services, even though he desperately fucking needs it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, you're willing to put your foot down and talk up to them. Because here's the thing. We have that southern charm. What's that southern charm? It's being friendly with everyone, but that's also a double-edged blade. Because we're friendly to everyone, we also treat everyone in a friendly way, even if they don't deserve it. And that's actually one of the biggest problems in people that people have in this country, in my opinion at least, right? Where they respect each other, but not true respect. They do that neighbor thing where they only act nice to everyone else, but whenever someone has an emotional problem, no one gives a shit.
Okay.
Like straight up, no one gives a shit. And then when I talked to the kid, I told him one very important thing. Like one thing that I actually want to say to the viewers in the chat, if we have some, right? Whenever you meet an entitled kid, give him these words. Give him, especially with one that his parents don't care what he does. They just want him to give everything to him. I'm like, okay, give him this. Listen, you choose your own life, okay? Your parents don't choose it for you. They might have brought you to it, but they aren't entitled to it. That's the thing that you should remember. Just because they choose what to do for you doesn't mean you should abide by it or stay with it. Also, anything that's unlimited has no value. Like the things that they give you don't have actual value. Because unlike motherfucking Christmas, my boy, these niggas don't give you presents because they love you or because they actually worked hard for that money and spend it on you rather than them damn selves. No, these niggas just give you stuff because they read it on the internet. That's actually the thing they do. They read up on best gifts for kids, and then they just buy whatever the fuck kids like nowadays, because that's actually what they said. They're like, we'll just get whatever kids like nowadays and hope he stays good. No, things like that don't have actual value. What actually has value is sacrifice, and things they sacrifice for you and you for them. Things that have actual value because they have an emotional attachment and have something meaningful attached to them. You know what I'm saying? Like your heart, like you're emotionally attached to the thing that they gave you. Like my boy, I got a PS3 that they gave me when I was disabled, right? When I was in a wheelchair and shit. I
Yeah.
kept it for 20 fucking years. I kept it for like 10 fucking years, even though it stopped working a decade ago. Like straight up, it stopped working after 2 years. I kept it. But that is because that is how I felt back then. It might be broken now, but it still lives on. Just like my disability. It lives on, but I worked through it. You know what I'm saying? I went through that 2 year of being in a wheelchair and shit and walking through like with crutches and crap. But I worked through it and they overcome it, just like my PS3. You know what I'm saying? It might be dead and burned out, but that's only because it's old. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been out for 20 years. But at the same time, it worked through it. But these kids, they don't work through anything. They get everything they ever wanted, except the thing that actually matter. And here's the thing. I want you to do something for me, children, viewers, any motherfucker who's listening. If you're entitled, shut the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Listen, if you get everything you ever wanted, except the things that actually matter, seek a therapist. Like, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real shit. Seek a therapist and talk about your emotional state. Because 9 times out of fucking 10, your emotional state is broken because of that exact thing. You don't get any love. You only get material shit that has no actual gain or value. Just like that kid of mine, when I talk to him, oh, and also the reason to also get a therapist is so that he can connect you with either fellow patients or other therapists. Surround yourself with the fucking squad, my boy. I'm talking that lit shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Surround yourself with the squad. Because, like I said again, usually in most situations, you only find someone like me. Like situations like these, when you're at a party with your parents, a social gathering, whatever the fuck. When you're in situations like these, you only ever meet someone like me. One guy who's willing to stand up for you and tell you what the right thing is to do, while everyone else looks away and just pretends you're okay. This is why I say get homeboys. Get that fucking squad. Because they're the only motherfuckers that matter. You know what I'm saying? If I were you, and I was an entitled kid who got everything they ever wanted, which thank God I didn't fucking get. You know what I would have done? Do
What?
you want to know? I would have shot both my fucking parents, claimed it as an accident, went to a fucking like what is it called, an adoption agency, got decent fucking parents, surrounded myself with the fucking squad, and lived a happy life. Like I would have legit done that because it's better to literally have them. Well, don't quote me on this, but it's literally better for them to not do their shit than to actually attempt to be parents because people like them don't listen. Because here's the thing. This isn't the first situation I've had. I've had this 10 times already with the same exact fucking kid. And it's always the same story. They don't care. They don't give a shit. They don't want to improve. They just want the status. That is fucking meaningless because this isn't the Middle Ages where princes and dragons still fucking exist. Having a kid doesn't make shit in a social standing. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut up.
Yeah. Just a little emphasis here. Kids don't kill your parents.
Like, that's real. Like, listen, don't
Yeah.
don't murk your parents. Except if they're entitled, my nigga. Murk the motherfucker. No, I'm just joking. Just joking. Listen,
Okay.
don't murk your parents, but at the same time, don't like hesitate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real. Because sometimes they really are just like those other people. They have nothing redeeming about themselves. At least through my experience. Maybe I'm just like a bias, but at the same time, here's the thing. Just like me, I keep it real. And when I mean keep it real, I mean keep it fucking real, my boy. I gave him 10 chances with the same kid, by the way, to not fuck this up. They fucked it up. And if I wasn't like already on warrant or some shit, I would have killed them my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I might as well do that. You know, become, well, I'm already 18, but like become 23, adopt the kid, and kill his parents. Like, how about just do that? Don't worry, I'm not going to do it, but god damn it, do I want to.
Okay. So we still have 13 questions, so let's see if we can move through
Yeah, but
those a
here's
little
the
bit
thing.
faster.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Do you want to know something real quick?
Yeah?
It's like 4. I gotta go to class. Sorry, bro.
Okay.
I really gotta go.
Okay.
I'll make sure to come back in like 2 hours if you want to continue this, or maybe not. I don't know. It's up to you, mate. You know what I'm saying? I'm Gucci for
No, I
everything.
think it's fine. We made some good messages. I think we, even if we didn't go through the quiz, I think I'll maybe, I don't know, I'll finish it on my own and we'll see what comes out.
Yeah, you
Well,
can hit. Look, tell you what. I got 10 minutes. Hit me up with the questions. I'll just give you an answer like
okay.
rapid fire.
Speed round, fast.
Speed round.
Okay,
Just remember, don't do actual speed unless you're me, but do something else. You know what I'm saying?
okay. What is the one thing you want? Number one, I'm already perfect. What could you possibly give me that I don't already have? Number two, to vanquish evil. Number three, acceptance for who I am. Number four, strong will. Number five, to kill people. Ha ha ha. Which one?
What were them again? Okay.
Okay. Are you already perfect and you don't?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Like emotionally,
Yeah.
and physically. Yeah, I'm already Gucci because I already went through hell
Yeah.
and walked off fine. So I don't really need much of anything else. So
Okay.
I'm good. You know what I'm
Do you
saying?
want to vanquish evil?
It depends on what type. You know what I'm saying? If it's that
Okay.
retarded motherfuckers, then yes. The entire parents,
Do
100
do you
fucking
want to
percent.
be accepted for who you are?
Yes, because I already kind of am, but I might as well get more acceptance. You
Do
know what
you
I'm
want
saying?
to have strong willpower?
I already do because if you go through what the I
Okay.
did, you need that shit. You know what I'm saying? You need it to live on.
Or do you want to kill people?
Depends on which type. My enemies, maybe. It depends if they can't be redeemed.
Okay,
Uh,
but
uh
which one? Which one is it?
oh, first one because I'm
First
already
one. You're
Gucci, I
perfect.
guess.
Good. Good.
Like,
No
here's the thing:
problems.
I'm not the perfect that they say they are, which is probably the one they mean, where they say you're perfect in every way. No, no, fuck that. I am not perfect. I'm perfect in not being perfect. You know what I'm saying? I got flaws, but I work through them. That's why I say I'm
Okay.
perfect.
Okay, so why are you taking this quiz? Number one, to try and learn more about yourself. Number two, for fun. Number three, I need something to do something apart from watching TV. And number four, in America, we could do whatever we feel like. Number five, to satisfy my boredom.
Is there a sixth option called Anavultus forced me to? I mean, if that
Uh,
is the option, I will answer yes to that one.
okay, we'll just say it's for fun then.
Actually, it's like more like to improve myself, to be honest,
Okay,
and kind of
to
find out
learn
more
more
info.
about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 10th question. What is your motto? Do what you want, when you want, where you want? Or is it, I am the greatest? Or is it, the world is trash? Or is it, I have no motto, I have no rules, or anything like that? Or finally, do whatever I must to achieve my goals? Which one is it, man? Give it to me. Do
I
me
guess.
smoothly.
Uh, Nigga, stop being gay. All
It's
right.
not gay.
It probably is to me at least. Listen, man, I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
what was the first one?
Do what you want, when you want, where you want.
Yeah, that one. That's my motto.
Okay.
Because I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? If you
Keep
keep
it
it
real.
real, then you're kind of, well, not entitled to
Yeah.
feel good about yourself, but you get the idea. Like, you
You,
keep it 100, you're Gucci, you know what's up, so
yeah.
you might as well just kind of brag about it a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, you do it smoothly. Good.
God damn it.
Okay.
It's just,
Which of the following do you dislike? Number one, other people. Number two, men trying to keep me down. Number three, being exposed as a fraud. Number four, any kind of aggression. Number five, impurity.
not any kind of aggression. I don't dislike it because sometimes it's necessary, but also I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really respect the people that, wait, what was the word? It was I think the third one.
Being exposed as a fraud.
Yeah, I don't like that one because I kind of find it a bit disingenuous to expose someone when you yourself are even worse than them. It usually happens in TV shows and situations like it where someone tries to expose you for shit that you did 30 years ago
Yeah.
one time and didn't mean it.
Um. So I would say
It
maybe
usually happens to YouTubers, but you get the idea.
would your answer be men trying to keep you down?
No, not really, because no
No.
one's trying to make me keep me down.
Okay.
My homies, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
Gucci gang motherfuckers.
Gucci.
Those niggas are trying to keep me down, but
So
not in a bad way. They
so
try
would
to
it
help me
be
back up.
impurity or any kind of aggression? Which one would it be then?
I guess impurity and any kind of aggression is not really one I would pick because, you know, I
So
got no problem with
it's
it.
being
Sometimes,
exposed as a fraud.
yeah, it's being exposed as fraud
Okay.
because sometimes you
Because
aren't
you
really a fraud. They just kind of pull that shit on you
secretly are a
sexually.
fraud. Okay.
What? No,
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 no.
no,
Listen,
no.
listen. I keep it 100. I keep it
Okay.
100. If listen, if you want to expose me for being gay, then you already did that shit for you 50 times over at this point. So that's not exactly saying something that wasn't already established. Now that's actually the thing with me.
Okay.
People usually love to expose me for the faggot that I am, and then I just try to tell them, I
Okay.
already said that myself, so there's no real competition.
Okay. You've got limited time, so let's speed through this. What is your
Yep.
favorite food? Is it sweets? Is it yo-yos dipped in fingernail polish? Is it
That sounds delicious.
any non-vegan food? Or is it blood? Or is
I
it
like spice.
pizza?
Oh fuck. Okay, I like pizza. Damn,
Pizza.
hit me with the
Okay.
curveball in the end.
Yeah, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Um,
Reference. Yeah, I got you.
yeah. No, it's not. It's just pizza. Pizza is not a pie. If you say pizza is a pie, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What is more important? Honor. Is it reputation? Is it wisdom? Is it the little people who live inside my nose? Is it who cares? I just do things. Or finally, you like science?
It's honor and wisdom.
Honor or wisdom? Which one?
Nigga, both.
Both.
Let's
But
be
which
real.
one?
Because here's the thing. I keep it 100 on both of them, so I can't really pick one over the other.
Okay.
Because I'm always honorable and always kind of give people a second chance, but I'm also always mystical and have a lot of wisdom because I know how the fucking world works and I'm not
Okay.
retarded. So, you know.
Would you rather have a lot of honor and very little wisdom, or a lot of wisdom and very little honor?
I prefer not to answer. Let's be real. Because here's the thing: one will not work without the other. You might be like honorable, but you're a fucking idiot in your honor and do stupid shit like be an army general but fuck up half of your troops. That might be honorable, but it's stupid. At the same time, it works the same way in reverse. You might be very wisdom, like you have a lot of smarts, but at the same time, if you're not honorable in a fight, it doesn't even fucking count as a victory, nigga. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess neither. Pick science, nigga.
Science. Yes, science. All right. Number 14, a question. What do you like to watch? Nothing. Monster Truck Rally. My
That sounds
favorite
gay.
TV show. Sumo Bunnies. What? Sumo
What?
Bunnies in Space.
What the fuck? What is that, nigga? Damn, I want to watch that
Okay.
next week.
The fourth one is Spice Girls videos. Yeah,
Okay,
boy.
that sounds feminist.
Or the last one, Tragedies.
Okay, none of them. Because
None of
let's be real.
Nothing.
Sumo Bunnies sounds lit, but it's probably going to be stupid.
It is.
Monster Truck Rallies is just for people with small dicks that want to, compensate for something. Because let's be real,
Hard
that's
burn.
actually an accurate thing. And strategies, no, I already see that every day in my daily life. I don't want more of that, you know. And Spice Girls, nah, that's just gay, man.
Okay.
It's just guys trying
I
to be feminine but failing because they want to be gay without being called gay, you know.
no, no, no. That's not
Like
the
me.
Spice Girls.
What?
That the Spice Girls is a girl band.
Yeah, I know. Like
Okay.
I don't worry about it.
Okay. 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 Here we
Come on,
go.
man. It's like 3 minutes left. It's
Yeah. Okay.
almost five. I
The guy.
gotta. I'm already late, so I might as well just stay here. But give me like 3 minutes, man.
Okay. Are you done or are
Yeah,
you
yeah, done
finishing?
nothing. Don't
Okay.
worry. I gotta finish this. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
The guy girl you've liked for a long time confesses their love to you. What do you do? Do you freeze up and botch it? Do you accept immediately without thinking? Do you
No,
partially
that's
accept
stupid.
it? What?
Yeah, that's stupid. Accepting immediately without thinking. Do
Okay.
you know how crazy that fucking female is, or how small that guy's dick is? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just accept. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just accept it. Gotta think
Okay.
strategically, nigga. You know what I'm saying? See
Okay.
the stats. By that I mean
Okay.
under the sheets. You know what I'm saying? Gotta see the stat,
So
the
what
pillow
do you
talk, the bullshit. Gotta have maxed out stat.
Okay.
Nigga, what? You just picked that? What the fuck? Get back. Get your ass back there, man.
It's too late, man. What do
What
you
the?
do when someone is bothering you? Tune them out. All their insults are really just my entertainment. Show
That
them
seems
who the boss is. Get someone else to handle them for me or nothing.
okay, show them who the boss is, but usually all their insults are really just my entertainment because it's usually just a spaghetti spewing
Yeah.
autist or entitled faggots who talk
Okay.
their bullshit.
What is your
It's just
favorite
more funny.
color? Black,
Uh,
violet, white, pink. Pick this one to cheat. You'll get the right answer.
Pink, nigga, gotta go all gay all the way.
All gay all the way. Hmm.
Yes,
Interesting to
yes.
know. Which of the following qualities do you have? Intelligence, kindness. I will always sacrifice my own good qualities for others' sake. High status, good understanding.
Uh, uh, give me a sec. Just give me a sec, real quick. I gotta just wait until it shows up on the live stream. Okay. Which of the following qualities do you have? Okay, intelligence, I do have it. Kindness, I do have it in spades because I love all my homies and luckily don't suck them off, at least not sexually. I will sacrifice my own good qualities for other people's sake, yes, but only to the fucking squad because let's be real, they're the only people who are worth it. High status sucks and it's useless. Good understanding is yes because if you don't have it, then you just become a sheltered faggot. Case in point, half the people I fight. So, good understanding.
Good understanding. All right.
Yeah, because let's be real, you kind of need that. That's what I like
Okay.
to call common
Here we
sense.
go.
If you don't have that, you're sucking dick.
What is your weapon of choice? Knives, a teddy bear with blades in it, my brain, power borrowed from someone else, or good old-fashioned hardcore training which gives me great strength.
Good old fashioned hardcore training, but at the same time, I would love some teddy bears with knives in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'll be a good thing to do at night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Someone trying to jump you at night, you just pull that out.
Okay,
Uh,
here we go. Find the x.
what?
Okay. Find the x in this equation.
What the
3
fuck?
to the x power plus 4 to the x power equals 5 to the x power.
Until problems like in my sleep, a real champion doesn't need to bother with geometry. By the way, whoever says that I can solve problems in my sleep, a real champion doesn't need to bother with geology. That's a fucking retard who never even went to class, nigga. That's a small dick answer. You know what I'm saying? That's
Ew.
those. Because let's be real, those niggas don't understand what fundamentals are. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
real homies answer it in 2 seconds. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I
Because they
already know the
already
answer too.
understand.
I
There
know
is
the
an
answer.
X. There it is. X. Oh, that's a good answer. Okay, how about you solve for X and quit pursuing me with this? No, that's another small dick answer. A nigga doesn't have the brain power, but I'm just saying, bro, I don't get the answer. I don't got the answers. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't got the answers. But nah, I'm a small dick nigga, and I don't want to admit that because let's be real, that's the only thing got going for me is pretending I got a big dick that's not even a thing. By the way, talking from personal experience with other homeboys that I had, but hey, he does have the abs. Trust me, I might be talking from personal experience, but it didn't go the way you think. It wasn't gay. It was just the shower room talk. Okay, promise. That's all that happened. Yeah. Two. I think it's two.
2? All right.
Yeah. Was it the actual answer or what?
I think it is because I think that's one of the applications of the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, you are Byakuya from Bleach.
Wait, who the fuck was that? I forgot.
He's
Um,
uh, Kuchiki Byakuya. He's
you mean the guy who wants to fight everyone?
he
No,
he
no.
he's the one that's the brother of Rukia.
Oh yeah, yeah, that guy, the one who was fucking retarded with his ideologies
He's
of
got
wanting to kill his sister.
the
Yeah, he
Senbun
was.
Zakura
I
is the
do
name
like the
of his
character. He
Zanpakuto.
is cool. He is Gucci, but his
He is very cool. Yeah,
ideologies are retarded. But hey, besides trying to kill his sister, he's a pretty cool guy. And
yeah.
he is actually reminds me of one of my friends I used to hang out with. We beat the shit out of each other, but at the same time, we hit each other without respect. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit a nigga from behind because that's gay. Don't hit a nigga while he's down because that's retarded or disingenuous. Only hit each other when you're both standing up, like the Luffy fight, you know what I'm saying, against
Okay.
Katakuri. You gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, I'm done because it's like
You're
5.
done.
I'm
Okay.
already
Thank
late.
you all
Like,
for watching. Yeah.
yeah, class already started, my boy. Just
All right.
remember, don't be entitled or you're gonna get fucked by me, both
All right.
sexually and non-sexually, because I will destroy your cheeks, nigga. Trust me with that.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you all for watching, and we'll be seeing you all next time on Anavultus over and out.
yeah. I'll see you guys later, and we'll talk tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Well, maybe. I don't know if I'll have time.
It depends.